In our last video, we learned how to say bye to one person. We could think of this as meaning you take care. The A on the end means we're talking to one person. Now, unlike English, where we can say take care to any amount of people, in Yupik, we have to be more specific. If we're talking to two people, we say Piurtek. So we could think of Piurtek as meaning you both take care. And then if we're talking to three or more people, we say piurci. We could think of that as meaning you all take care. Piurci. Now let's learn how to pronounce these other two words. But before we do that, we need to learn something. When it comes to non-stop sounds, so our R in this instance, there are voiced non-stop sounds and there are voiceless non-stop sounds. So in English, a V. It's non-stop because we can keep it going, right? We can just say v as long as we want to. That is voiced. We know it's voiced because our voice box is vibrating and you can feel the vibration. Now say an F, which is the voiceless version of a V in English. You won't feel any vibration. So voiced, voiceless, it's going to be the same way in Yupik. The sounds that we have are going to have a voiced version and a voiceless version. So now with our R, it has the sound and our voice box is vibrating. Now when we make the same sound voiceless, we say so we have and so now we can look at our two new words and we'll be able to understand how to pronounce them. There is a rule in Yupik that isn't written down. There appears to be no difference between that R and these R's, but really these R's are voiceless. That's because they're by a stop. So remember, our stop sounds are the sounds that when you make them, your breath kind of has to stop for a second and it happens all at once. So when we make the T sound, t, and when we make the C sound, ch, both of these are stops. So because the R is next to the stop, it's pronounced voiceless. This first word, let's take a look at it. We already know our first syllable is P-I-U-R. Now let's learn the T. The sound of the T in Yupik is in between the English T and the English D. So it's like a softer T. Just like we learned how when we say the P, it's a soft P. Now the E. Now the E can make two different sounds. One sound it can make is like the E in taxes. So it can seem close to the I, but we notice the difference between the words taxis and taxes. Can be the E sound, but it can be silent. So because it's between two stops, the T is a stop, t, and the K is a stop. The reason it's there will make more sense later on in later videos when we learn more about the rhythm. So this E is silent. The Yupik K. The Yupik K is between an English K and an English hard G, as in the word good. So now when we pronounce this word, we say piurtek, piurtek, piur, a voiceless R, piurtek. Now, how do we say piurci? Well, again, it's the same until we get to the C. The Yupik C sound is in between an English J and an English CH sound. So it makes the sound ch, ch. And now the I, again, is the sound E. So we have the word piurci, piurci. So now we know that when we're talking to one person, we say piurci. When we're talking to two people, we say piurtek. And three people, piurci. Piurci, piurtek, piurci.